So Liverpool this season have fallen off a cliff. Their midfield is old as hell and basically non-existent. Their defense might as well just be 4 cones. And just the general vibe around the team is depression, so today we're gonna change that. I got the team set up right now as Diaz, Nunez, Salah, Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho, Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip, Alexander, and Alisson in goal. First up, center mid. It needs to be addressed, man. I know Henderson's, you know, the captain and all, but we need new blood. And same thing for the center back. Joe Matip been a great servant to the club, but he's slowing down and we need to accelerate. And then finally, man, Fabinho in FIFA still really good, but in real life, man's been playing like a 72. So I'm gonna get someone to like rotate with him. Real quick, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let's get into it. Alright, first up for the new energetic center mid, we're gonna go Thomas Lemar, 26 years old, 83 overall from Atletico Madrid. For the first offer, I'm gonna go 43 flat, just a little undercut, and they accepted straight away, say less. For the wages though, it's been a little bit more complicated, but I think this should get over the line. 120k and a mil on the signing bonus, and yeah, it's all good. Next up for the center mid, I'm gonna go Ismail Benacer, 24 years old, 82 overall from Milan. Looking at this guy to more share minutes with Fabinho for now, and then in the future he'll take over. Been negotiating for a little bit. They actually wanted Joe Gomez for some reason, but yo, I'm gonna go 50 mil flat. And they only want a little 2 mil on top of that. I'm gonna say yes. And then wages wise, I ain't gonna really play around. I'm not gonna risk anything. I'm just gonna go 100k, big raise. And yeah, as expected, he accepts it. And then for the big center back, I'm gonna go to the other side of Milan. Milan Skriniar, 27 years old, 86 overall from Inter. This one's gonna be a lot of money though. I got Joe Gomez and 60 mil on the table right now. And they only want a little bit more, 68.7 mil plus a man made out of glass. Let's go, let's get it in. And then wages wise, I'm gonna play it safe once again. I'm just gonna give him a nice little raise, 120k. He only wants a little bit more signing bonus on that. That's all good with me. Team looking a lot more solid now, if I do say so myself. You know, we shored up a lot of needs. Goal for the season gotta be some trophies, man. I'm talking multiple trophies, you know what I'm saying? We're Liverpool. And we began the path to silverware at Craven Cottage, where 2 goals from Salah and Nunez got the season started very nicely. Then we welcomed Brentford to Anfield, and we sent him home with depression after 2 great finishes from Diaz and Jota. But we couldn't make it 3 from 3 as our former golden child Coutinho scored the only goal of the game to give Villa the 1-0 win. We bounced back with a solid 2-1 win against Leeds though, and then it was a trip to Amsterdam for our first Champions League game. It was a tight game in the beginning with multiple chances for both teams, but in the 78th, Kudus drew blood and we lost in a very disappointing fashion. Bad momentum to bring into the Arsenal game, but Diaz got an early goal, and while Nunez produced a tragic miss, Alisson saved the pen and we got the 3 points. Then the Saudis came to Merseyside and we played like a well-oiled machine with Nunez snagging a brace for a dominant 2-0 win. However, to close out the month, we had to face the juggernaut Napoli, and after getting this wonderful free kick viewing experience, Zielinski scored and it wasn't looking good. But Salah went through in the 25th and Lamar got Diaz a tap in, and after that we exchanged goals again and we got a very impressive 3-2 win. Finally, to end off this run of games, we had Chelsea away and it was a Salah and Diaz combo to continue our great run of form. After 7 games, we were leading the league by 1 point ahead of Aston Villa, surprisingly. Next was the Merseyside derby though, and anything can happen in a rivalry fixture. But what did happen was some suspect activity, as Nunez scored the first, but FIFA robbed Everton of this goal for no reason and we won the game because of that. Hey, I mean, we'll take those, man, but karma did bite us back as we only drew the Rangers. Crystal Palace was a different story though, and then it was time for the biggest game of the season so far against Manchester United. Bruno got the first goal with a rare header for him, but Salah topped in a penalty to equalize in his 36th, and then in the 79th, Luis Diaz went through, and yeah, nah, my bad, I was doing too much. We drew the game. This Rangers game was actually pretty important as we were only on 4 points after 3 games in the group, but we dispatched them with the Salah pen and did the same to Bournemouth in a sim. Next up was Tottenham, and it was a hard game as usual with Kane getting the first, and while we tried, we couldn't equalize and we lost a frustrating 1-0. Another big one right after versus Ajax, which went better as Nunez tapped one in to secure us a place in the knockouts. And to finish off the month, I simmed Forest and West Ham where we got 4 points from 6, and it was decent feels going into the chaos of December. Got thrown straight into the fold with the first v second clash at the Etihad, which honestly was an anti-climax as only 2 half chances for us and it ended goose eggs all around. After that was Brighton away and it was a party on the south coast as Salah and Nunez each got one for a solid 2-0 win. Then 2 simulations later against Leicester and Wolves where we had the oil merchants again, but this time in the Carabao. Big Norwegian dog got the scoring started, but it was all us after that with Salah and Diaz combining for 3 for a famous League Cup victory. And finally, to end off the month, I blocked him 2 wins against Southampton and Fulham, but on New Year's Eve against Wolves we only managed a draw. Carabao Cup heating up at the start of January as we had leg 1 of the semis against our arch rivals. Nunez bagged one extremely early, but a Sabitzer firecracker leveled the score, and it was up to the second leg to decide the finalists. Could only pick up a point at the King Power, but we ironed out the kinks in London as Nunez and Diaz both scored for a calm 2-0 win. And then after drawing in the FA Cup, it was time to welcome the Red Devils for the all-important second 90. It was a gloomy day, but the only ones feeling gloomy were the team from Manchester as we bagged 2 and smuffed the Rashford penalty to move on to the big one at Wembley. And started February off by cleaning up at Palace, and then we went to the toilet bowl for a top 4 clash at Spurs. Honestly, yo, this was a disaster clash for me and Nunez as we mucked up 2 great chances and had to settle for a point. Quick sim against Bournemouth went better though, and then Sevilla came to town for the round of 16 Champions League first leg. It was a tight game in the first half, but Nunez slotted home in the 63rd, and the floodgates opened after that with another Nunez strike giving us a great chance to go through to the quarters. So following up, it was time for a chance at a trophy against the youthful upstarts Arsenal. Alexander fired a warning shot in the 16th, but we couldn't capitalize on the momentum, and I choked 2 separate one-on-ones. Then Virgil saved us from heartbreak with his big body shoulder, and it ended up going the distance to pens. They absolutely folded in the shootout though, as they went 0 for 3 with Saka on PTSD watch, and we got our well-deserved trophy lift to set up the rest of the season. At Arsenal again in the cup merely 3 days later, and we clipped them again with a Salah pen and another Saka pen miss. Like, yo, I'm sorry dog, I just feel bad now. At this point in the league, we were sitting second, a few points behind Man City though, and tied with United. And speaking of City, we drew them in the FA, and while Alisson pulled off some amazing saves, Foden got one pass and the double cup dream died unceremoniously. The CL dream was still alive though, as despite them scoring the only goal, we won on aggregate, so who cares. And then we had the 2 Manchester Giants back to back. First came a rematch against the bald Spanish man, and a clutch Jota goal in the 82nd got us a massive win. But at Old Trafford it was a different story, as Bruno somehow scored this Panenka, like I don't even know, and Nunez blocked Diaz's 1v1. Like, yeah, let's just move on. The title race was really crazy now, with us United and City only separated by 3 points. But first we had CL business and traveled to Germany for our quarterfinal against Leverkusen. Yo, this was the weirdest game, bro. Like, the ball had to have been magnetic or something. Like, 3 post hits from both teams, but luckily we scored the only goal for a 1-0 win. Had Chelsea straight after, and the tired as hell squad played like it, as despite Nunez scoring early, we couldn't hold on and they equalized in the 84th. Shook that off in the second leg though, as we got past an early Vollen banger to score twice and save a penalty to book our ticket to the semis. Locks in a couple games after that, and we scored 12 while only conceding 2 against Leeds, Brighton and Villa. So the league was still in reach with 4 games left, but unfortunately we drew a 99% death sentence in the CL, as we got Black Magic Necromancers Real Madrid. Also, Skriniar broke his tailbone, so yeah bro, we got boxed, man. Alisson tried so hard this game for us, but 87th minute voodoo whack Asensio goal, yeah whatever, we lost. Quick trip to Saudi Arabia after to keep our title hopes alive, and after the madman Alisson killed another penalty, Jota scored and we stayed in it. However, at the Bernabeu we couldn't say the same, as Benzema scored early, and while Salah did get one back, we couldn't snag a second and the dream was over. Still had the league to play for though, with our last tough game being at home against Arsenal. Didn't start off great as Jorginho smashed one in, but Salah scored a minute after, and then it was Thomas Lemar the hero to get us a crucial 3 points. Then a quick sim win in game 37 set up the must-win final climax of the season, as we actually sat in first with a point gap above Man City. Brentford is in 20th, like I think they have 17 points. If I don't win this, they got a free kick early though. Nah, ain't no way, Hey, yo, hold on. I said hold on. I Salah over to Diaz, yeah, straight away. You know, you see the no. Lamar making moves. Lamar onto the left foot, hits the bar. Binho inside the Salah on your left foot misses wide. Nah, don't tell me it's about to be one of those days, yo. Mbuemo, the Silva edge of the box into Mbuemo again inside the box. Oh my god, yo guys, what's going on? That's his first goal of the season. Nah, this is nah. Alright, y'all, just real quick. Alright, Fabinho going through of all people. Okay, finally we get one back. I actually forgot I was recording for a second. I'm that locked in. Jota down the wing. I see Nunez in the middle. Nunez, let's go. Near post header, crazy. I'm too crazy. Let's go. Man City. Okay, yeah, Man City 3-1. We gotta win, yo. Confirmed. Jota through to Lamar on your strong foot. Lamar, get this goal. Oh my god, you hit the bar again? Yo, where's my defense? Vissa over the Silva, please. Nah. Alisson, I love you, Alisson. Now let's go. Diaz over Jota. Binho, don't lose it. Okay, Nunez still has it. Inside, Jota, Lamar. And I lost it. Oh my, yo, the biggest, yo, y'all thought this was about to be some like 92nd minute winner. Nope. I almost pulled it off too. Like, okay, yo, let's just forget this ever happened, man. Yo, I actually don't know what to say. Like, I've been sitting here for 5 minutes, like pondering how I end this video. But we did all that just to draw to place 20. Oh my, they are 13 points from safety, dog. Ah, man, I'll just show y'all the stats, man. Salah 32-9, Nunez 26-6, Diaz 28, Thiago 5-2, Lamar 4-7. I'm actually upset, yo. Like, I usually don't care, but like, damn, bro, I'm really choked. Like, it's the fact we hit the bar twice in the game too. Like, oh man, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, whatever. Don't comment anything nice, yo. I don't deserve it. Just comment abuse, and I'll see you in the next one.